What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Battlefield 2042 video. Today, we're going to be talking about the best settings that you can have right now. The performance of Battlefield 2042 right now is not the best. They keep optimizing and making things better as more and more people are playing it. But we're going to be focusing right now as the current state of the game, the best settings that you can have visually, audio wise. So let's dive in. So before I begin, I want to ask you guys for a big favor. If you could please like, subscribe, and turn on all the notifications for the next Battlefield 2042 video. I know a lot of you guys have been having issues, especially if you're playing on PC. You want to like have the best performance for your PC, but at this moment we can't have that until probably the release date, which is next week. But let's go on, and we're gonna start off by going to accessibility. In here, we're going to be focusing on the following. This is my preferred preferences that I use at this moment, and some of them are blocked at this moment and some of them are not, but things are unlocking as the game progresses, and also as EA keeps optimizing the game, it keeps getting better and better. But let's move on. So the first one we're going to be choosing is the colorblind. Here you have different choices. As you can see, I like to go with Tritanopia, and you can see here what you get for the squad, for team, and also for the enemy and neutral. And you can see there, and I would choose that one, but that depends on how you view things. So maybe another setting is better for you, but for me personally, this one is the one. Now we go to for motion blur, I go to 0. HUD motion, I go off. Camera shake amount, I go to 50% because I don't like my camera to be shaking too much when something happens. And me personally, I like it from 50 from 100. I think the generic one, it comes with 100, but I go with 50. Crosshair projection at this moment is off. Control vibration is off. I don't like to have it on. And also reload hints is going to be on, and for control is going to be on. So let's move on to the next one, which is going to be on display. So on display, we get the full thing about, especially this has to do a lot with also with your monitor and as well as the video graphics that you're running. So at this moment, I personally go with full screen, and I personally go with full screen, and this is my resolution for the game. Right at this moment, with this screen that I have is 30 frames per second. And if I go to field of view, I like to have 55. Vehicle, third person vehicle, I like to have it at 55. And also the ADS field view, I like to have it on. When on, magnification of weapon sights will be relative to the user defined FOV. When off, it will be relative to the default FOV. Me personally, I like to have that on. Next, we're gonna go to brightness 50%, 50. High dynamic range. See, at this moment is, I can't choose anything. Motion blur, I go to 0. I don't like to have motion blur. It just makes me a bit sick sometimes. Chromatic abbreviation to on, fill grain to on, vignette to on, lens distortion on. And now this graphic settings, most of them, I mean, I really can't change them. So the texture and pose, mesh, terrain, undergrowth, quality, all of those are just for my graphic. I mean, it's on ultra, but that's just my generic. I can't change it at this moment till probably later on, maybe in the week. So guys, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications, because I will be updating this video probably when the game is fully released to everyone. And I'm sure the settings will be more up to par, and we're probably going to be able to use different type of settings. So this one, we go to dynamic resolution, refresh, target 100%, DCLS at off, ray trace at off, and my NVIDIA reflex low latency is enabled, future frame rendering is on, vertical sync is on, and my high fidelity object amount is on ultra. Okay, next one, we're gonna move to the HUD general. The HUD general, I have it at off. The HUD motion, I have it at off. The camera shake, me personally, once again, I have it at 50. We already touched this. Colorblind, we already touched it. Kill log, I like to have that on, and also In this one, especially the show kills made by, I personally like to have it by nearby, meaning that if anyone is on a hot streak and is going to let me know, this person just, is coming towards me or getting near me. So I like to have that nearby. The next one is going to be crosshair. And this, I like to have it at 100%, the projection at off, the thickness a default, crosshair color. You can see here, you can choose whatever color you want. Next, we're going to go to indicator opacity. I like to have it at 100. Hit color, I like to have it at that color that you see there. Damage base shape on headshot color. I personally like to have it at red. That lets me know that I hit right on, I got a headshot. So that to me is better. Kill color, have it at green. Armor broken indicator, I have it at this color. You can choose at this moment. I am allowed to choose the color I want, but see on this one, see, I can't. Now if I go to the kill color, I'm able to change that, but on the other ones I can't. Next up, we're gonna moving up to the mini map. Now when the game first got the early access, you wouldn't be able to change this. Now you can. So minimap background opacity, I like to have it at 100%. I like to see everything. I don't, some people like it at 70, some at 80. I personally go with 100. Rotate view, I go with on. And also what is now enabled is that you're able to change this three settings here. Before you couldn't. Now I set this to 170. When I'm on foot, I want to know more ahead. So just in case, someone's coming, I know where and where not to go. Ground vehicles at 140 and minimap distance view on air vehicles at 200, especially it's more on foot. You want to know exactly if someone or more than one people are getting near you. So I like to have that at 170. Next, let's move on to the master volume. I personally like to have it at 60. If you want to go with more or less, that's your personal preferences. And next one is the music volume. I like to have that at 70%. Sound effects at 100, in-game announcer volume at 100, sound configuration. Now this one is up to you. It depends on the equipment that you have. I choose surround sound. I just want to, get the most out of my headset. And personally, I go with night mode. This allows you to hear more footsteps. So if you're on foot and you're using night mode, is going to help you more about your surroundings, who's getting near you. So I probably go with that one. Let me know in the comment section below if that works for you or not. And if you guys have other settings, let me know also in the comment section below. That way we can help each other. Indicator, I like to have it a BF 2042, and in world music, I personally like to have that off. Now the controller and mouse settings, I'll have a separate video for that. Expect that probably tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know my probably best settings for controller and also for mouse and keyboard. So there you go, guys. Those are the Battlefield 2042 best settings for performance and gameplay currently on the state of the game. If you have different settings, let me know in the comment section. We will help each other. Like I said, we can help each other. And also, guys, don't forget to like the video, turn on all your notifications for the next GamerFuzion video on Battlefield 2042. Peace.